Hi everybody, welcome back to the cave. My name is Nubs. Today what we're going to do is we're going to finish off a project that I started many years ago. My mom had done the stained glass with me, as I may have mentioned in previous videos, and she had started work on this beautiful lampshade. It was a big lampshade like they used to have back in the 80s and 90s in your dining room. But she never finished it. She cut all the pieces, got it all together, but she never finished soldering it up or polishing it. And then when she moved out west, she left the lampshade with me in case I wanted some of the glass. What I ended up doing is I took the rose and I removed the rose, just the rose itself, and then I added some sides, some mirror glass on the inside. But I never finished soldering it, so that's what we're going to do today. We're going to finish this up, finally get this project done so that I can send it out to her. She's not expecting it, so in the end I think it'll be a nice surprise, and I'm looking forward to seeing if she likes it. So without further ado, let's get to it. This here is a rose that came from a lamp. My mom had made a beautiful dining room lamp. It was a very large lamp back in the 90s. It was the sort of the style, that was what you saw everywhere. People would have these big lamps in their dining room, but today people want more modern and sleek, so that lamp shade really doesn't fit anywhere. So what I did is I took out the rose that she had made. It was the rose with these two leaves, or leaf sections here. What I did is I added some green around the sides and a mirror base and a mirror backing, and what I'm going to make is a candle holder. So I'm going to take what was her beautiful rose that was for a lamp, and I'm going to turn it into a candle holder for her. I'm also planning to add some feet onto the base once we're done, to make it sit proud off the ground. So I think it should look pretty good. It's always a little tough when you're working with something that's already made and it's older. So I'm gonna try to fix some of the solder. The lines are actually quite nice. She did a good job on the lines, but I'm gonna try to resolder them, lift it up a little bit better here, and also that way I'll be able to put on some stain. I used the copper stain on the last one and I really enjoyed the way it ended up, so I think I'll probably end up with using the copper again. I think it should look really nice. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm just going to apply some flux, and I know we've covered this before, but flux is essentially an acid. It's a fairly mild acid in, as far as that goes, but this is just to help the solder flow and stick properly to the substrate below. So we're going to start here. Actually, I need some solder. So we're just going to heat this up, see how well this is going to re-solder for us. Looks like my iron could be a little hotter. Okay, that one looks nice. Perfect. Got some nice beads there. Very nice. Okay. So I think that looks pretty good. We're just gonna keep going. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna stop yapping. I'm gonna turn on my fan, so cue the montage. All right, so we have completed all the soldering. I think it's pretty nice. What we're going to do now is we're going to put on our patina. What I'm choosing to do is I'm going to try something that I haven't done very often, which is using two different colors. Most of it is going to be basic black, which is obviously very straightforward and simple, and you've seen us do that a few times. And I'm going to try and use copper on the flower. And we'll see how that's going to turn out. I think it will be pretty darn nice. So as always, you're just putting on a little bit of patina just to darken the lines. I think the black will be perfect for this, and it's just going to make it stand out that much better. It's funny, I put on a glove and I put it on the hand that I'm not even using. So let's go ahead and put on another glove and keep going. Really does make me happy when I get to put on the patina, because that means we're almost done. And I'll have another project looking beautiful. Hopefully gonna get some use. I'm making this project for my mom, as I think I mentioned earlier. This came from her lamp, and I think this will be just perfect for her. Now that we're getting closer to the front, we got to be a little more careful that we don't accidentally get the black over to where we want to put copper. What you could do, finish this up, clean it, spray it, and then do the copper. Or you can live dangerously and try and do it all at once. And, well, in typical me fashion, I'm gonna live dangerously and see what happens. So I think this is turning out absolutely stunning. I think she's going to be very happy when she gets this. When it comes to the back, I'm just going to do black. I don't think it makes a difference. Now, we didn't resolder the back of them. I just left it the original, so I don't know how well it's going to take the stain or the how well it'll handle the patina, but it seems to be working. All right, now we're going to move over to copper. Gotta make sure we don't mix up our two batches here. I used copper for the first time with you guys here the last video. I had never used it, and I'm not sure why I never used it, I'll be perfectly honest. I think I kind of always liked the black look. But after doing that copper on the axolotl that we made, I really enjoyed it, and I thought it turned out beautiful. So I think what I'm going to do is, or I shouldn't say I think I'm going to do, what I am doing is I'm putting copper on this flower, and I think it should be quite pretty. It doesn't go on as simple or as quick as the black does. I'm not sure why that is. It could just be that it's because it's older, but it seems to take a little while before it starts to turn. But it doesn't even look that good until you polish it, from what I found on the last one. Once I hit the polish, it really brought out the beautiful copper color. So I'm just going to make sure we get it all good, because like I said, I can't really see all that well. And that's in real life, and for this, that's why I'm wearing glasses. But what I mean is I can't really see how well the stain is working until we get to the polish. That really made the big difference when we did the last one. So I'm gonna keep going. From what I can tell, we're all covered. Got a coat everywhere. I'm gonna go back over it just one more time with the copper, because I want to make sure that it's just perfect for her. But I think it's going to be an absolutely beautiful piece for her. She can have a nice candle in there in the evening time. Something that my mom always loved was running candles in the house. We used to always have a candle going, so I think giving her something to put a candle in is just perfect. And it'll be a piece that she made, and I think in the end it's going to turn out pretty nice. So we've got it all done. Just going to go back over some of the black areas. A few areas I think we could use a little bit more before I go and do a final wash. Like places like inside the feet, I didn't remember to do. It's kind of stuff you notice when you're all done and you've cleaned it all, and then you gotta break everything back out. So I'll just try and make sure that I got everything good before we go ahead and put on our final wash. But this has been a fun project, and something that she's not expecting. So I'm gonna mail this out to her. Unfortunately, she lives far away, so I can't bring it over to her. I won't get to see her open it. But if I know my mom, she's gonna be happy, and hopefully this will make her day. All right, there we go. So it's all done. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna wash this up, get it all cleaned up, and I'll be back and show you when we get to the polish. All right. So the piece is all washed now. We're just gonna go ahead and take some time. I've put on some finishing compound, which is basically it's like carnauba wax. And we're just gonna go ahead around the whole thing and just polish her up. For all the older people, wax on, wax off. It's a bit of an awkward piece to clean. The outside obviously not an issue, but the inside is a bit of a problem. I thought there was a crack there, and my heart sunk for a moment. See, this rose actually, as being part of the lamp, it has a bit of a curve to it. Just sort of makes it a little more difficult to get a cloth inside and get a good clean on it, but we're making it. These are the worst rubber gloves I think I've ever bought. One project and about 4 sets. Because they just keep ripping. All right, there it is. She's all finished. It's got a nice little shine to her. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. All in all, I think I'll make a very happy mom. And yeah, this is reusing her own flour, and I think she'll find that extra special that she created it herself. And I just so it's a collaboration between mother and son, and I think that's going to be extra special. So there we go, all done. Everybody, we're all finished. She's all shined, nice and polished. I think it looks absolutely stunning. I think the copper on the front was the right choice with this rose. It looks really beautiful. I can't wait to send this out to my mom and see what she thinks. And she's not expecting it, so it should be a nice surprise. And with that, I guess we'll close off this video. I wish you all the luck in your own stained glass projects, and have a good night.